Yeah, Juve was crazy. Normally, and just that day, normally we use Rouge, and he would have a screen. And with that screen on the truck, you could be able to see the crowd, but I use it to monitor. If I see like they getting too wild, I would be able to stop and before anything erupt. And just that day, the screen wasn't working. And we tried, it wasn't working. So Juve was amazing. You know, like when it's too good to be true? And it just was amazing. But the problem with that is that being that the screen wasn't working, I would only know to stop when something break out. It's too late then. There were numerous incidents with one set of group of people, and we as band leaders or band members came down to try to, you know, cool the session. And I guess everybody had in the alcohol and what was said. You know, we called for assistance. We called over and over for police assistance. Nobody came. The carnival committee was there while we called for assistance, and then the whole thing just spiraled out of control. Where one of our band members was actually hurt, was stabbed. And, but to tell you the truth, that's water under the bridge. Since then, everything has been kosher. The fans stuck with us. We could see by last lap, you know, many people tried to put rumors and stuff to get us down, but we stuck through. We came out for our fans, we sacrificed. And one thing I must say, despite anything, the band has stuck with us. With us, I mean me and my brother. The band has not budged. And I love those guys for that, and I thank them for that, for not turning it back on the band, and it was worth it.
The funny thing about that, right? I happen to have been on a truck in front of them for Juve. So, but cause, you know, the crowd, however, they was a little distance away. So I was singing the whole of Juve. I remember coming around the zoo and everything, and I singing, and it's only when I reached down, like, I think it was 80 Road, some way down there. Someone came to me and he was like, yo, they had a thing on Tiki Truck and somebody get stabbed and Brasia get stabbed and whatever. I was like, what the hell? I was like, when this happened, me see none of this, like, but it was like, no, he good, everything all right, they good or whatever, you know, it's just whatever. So I continued to play because my band was playing for the Juve. So when I finished now, after the Juve, later the day after the Juve, I went and I looked for Brassy and Omar and stuff, and you know, I checked on them and everything was good. And then Brassy told him, he was like, I said, but me, you know what happened? I was like, where was? He said, you was right there singing. He said, when I come on the stretcher passing the truck, I hear you there jumping, waving, going on and this and that. So I had find it, like, I was like, I singing and going on, and my boy passing on the stretcher and I didn't even know what was going on, you know? But going to the situation that caused that, I mean, that could have happened with any band, you know, because listen, when you're on a truck and you play, you could tell them, you could stop the band 1,000,000 times and say, stop the pushing, stop the fighting, stop the this, stop the that. But ultimately, it's up to them, and I would say the authorities to enforce that, you know, because you on a truck, you get hired to do one thing is perform. So you performing, you singing, if they choose to get on while or whatever, you cannot control that. The most you could do is tell them, hey, stop, ease up or whatever, but you can't stop things like that from happening. That could have happened behind any band, anytime, any kind of vibe.
That was just, you know, something that was out of our control, because if you have like a big crowd jamming with you, and you as a band member is going to try to, hey, you know, try to control the crowd and tell them what we're supposed to do. Like when things like that happen, we as a band supposed to control our crowd that we have. So you don't expect the crowd to turn against you in any way. So that was like, okay, this is getting out of hand, and Omar made the right call and just pack up and say, yo, we done. And that was it for us for the Juve.
Well, it was uncalled for because they had the crowd rocking already, and I find the fellas them shut up. Hold it down for the band and not leave the band get intervene in that whole incident. It was uncalled for.
Juve was an unfortunate situation. I cannot generalize and say how other people took it. I mean, it's something that happened at the spur of the moment. It wasn't nothing that was planned. I mean, it's Juve, things are expected to happen. It was a little beyond our control, but we did the right thing, I must say. We halted the whole play out. We stopped. We respected the police, the Carnival committee's presence of the whole thing. And but generally, I cannot speak for other people, but for us, I think that we handled the situation to the best of our ability by just halting the whole event and let the Juve continue.
One thing you learn, and some of the older heads will tell you, you play for your fans, not the judges. Understand? At the end of the day, TG, I may not have won in 2017, but we were the most booked band in 2016 and 17 and 18. So what we're doing is we're doing something correct. The fans love us, you know what I mean? The promoters are seeing it. And what I took from 2017 is that we needed to be more tight. We needed to learn certain criteria that we didn't do, and we did it in 2018. And now that we know the formula, I really don't see us going down from here.
2017 was a bit disappointing because I actually thought that we had it in the bag. I thought it was always hands down. It didn't work out like that. And he was upset after it, and I told him, I was like, listen, Omar, don't stop. Don't let that bother you, you know? The main thing I was always telling him is, forget everything else and worry about your fans. Once your fans are happy, then your job is done. Because at the end of the day, there's who gonna support you. After the fact, after Carnival, when you gotta play here or there, where is there's who gonna come out. They are gonna come out and support you. And yeah, so don't worry about whether you get a trophy or not. The trophy, that is the least. Your fans is most important.
Man, that was a whole mix-up. But I came here to tell the truth, nothing but the whole truth. You know, I ain't gonna put Carnival committee on blast, but who know? Who know? You understand? Yeah, tell them I don't want to make another belt for me. I wanted that belt back. So I think you guys could pick sense of the nonsense on that. But who know? You know what I mean? There was another controversy with Rama and King James that night. So I guess Carnival didn't want it, two controversies. But I remain humble and we ended up taking Band of the Year. But who know?
Just know it's replaced up on them. They say road march, nobody acts up. Let me tell you what to do it. Somebody say road march. One, two, everybody bust it up.
I mean, I was rooting for Omar them. You know, I was rooting for them because XP, they've been doing their thing. They did the band clash and stuff. I was a part of that and stuff. But it's just the fact of like seeing how, I mean, XP, they grew as well, you know, from where they started. But to see with Omar, you know, like you would never expect Omar, you know, and Brassy to be doing what they're doing now and how they're doing it now, you know, like seeing that. And I ain't gonna lie, after I saw the band clash, because at that time we had our own little war going on with the road match and things. So in the beginning I was allowed to come to practice it, but after that I was banned from everything. I couldn't come to nothing. So I just heard, all I was hearing was, wait till you see me for band clash, wait till you see me for band clash. So when I saw his performance for band clash, you know, saw the songs that he sang and saw how they sang them and how they had songs singing them, like I was just amazed, you know, and proud to see, you know, of how far they've came, you know.
Band clash was good, you know what I mean? This is how I feel, I don't really care. Rules has always changed in Carnival. You know what I mean? 1 minute is this, 1 minute it ain't this. But we felt that we played the best. They had criteria with uniform. You could tell, TG was a sharp boy band. You know what I mean? We just wear name brand. You know what I mean? So you're talking about outfits and them things, points and clarity and crowd participation. We were disappointed that we didn't win, but it was a great Carnival season nevertheless. You know what I mean? We opened the village that year, if I'm mistaken. So it was a real nice year.
It made us look at it at Band Clash in a different light. Everybody was on, the adrenaline was there, everybody was ready. We took our loss as a lesson that we know what to, maybe where we have to tighten up some more, you know, what we have to look out for. But we accepted it, our loss, pretty well. Can't really say much that, that we were a bit disappointed, yes, but I guess that's how it is sometimes with these things.
I wasn't playing with them yet, but I was there for it on the side of the truck. And the way, let me give you one example. When you actually run around the truck and the people then went with Omar and showed the respect when you say run around the truck and everything, and a particular band did it and nobody did it. So then they didn't correspond the way the fans are doing for TG. That alone should have shown you they had the crowd. They had to win.
Real talk, like, we don't have no issue, we personally I don't have no issue, but one thing I realized with St. Martin, the reason it's hard for us to unify is people take things too personal. There's some band members that I was real good with, and I'm still good with, but not as good. And for what reason, I won't know. I think the competitive nature gets into them. But I mean, we could be enemies during Carnival, but when it's done, let me be good. But don't really bother me. You know what I mean? If we good, we good. We not. I ain't really come here to make friends. You know what I mean?
None. Once you're the winner, there ain't no threat. You know what I mean? Look at prime example. Road match. Rama win for 3 years and he didn't get our respect. I was one of the people that didn't respect him because I felt you beat people that wasn't there. You beat Apollonia and Pedro. When he beat Omar and them, he beat people like, all right, cool. He won. Now, last year, King James won. You can't say Rama's the threat. Rama didn't win. So as long as you're the winner, everybody else have to come for you. You have nothing to prove. You have to go and do you. Everybody else now want to be, just like Bigfoot had that error for years. Official had it, and North Respect had it. They can't feel they're gonna come this year Carnival and feel like, wow, they're gonna just bypass the bands that they are now. So for me, Omar, TG band, they're still the Forerunners. They win last year. It's just a year ago. So I think there's the favorite. They just have to see what happens when you reach on the road.
Well, I had a little incident with one of the members, but I ain't worried. You know why? Because we are the target right now. And it don't bother me because when you're good, you are the target.
To me, I always see a rivalry between a band is what makes music even more worth listening to, because this band will make a song for that band will make a song for that other band, and it will keep the music going, definitely. So my take on that is, I won't say thing, but TG will come hand.
I look at them as just competition that we could dominate. Just like other bands, we're here to dominate the scene, So I don't look at them as in, I don't like those partners and things like that, because I don't know them. I know maybe a couple of members, like the other guy who used to be in another band, the guitarist who used to be in another band, me and him talk frequently about, what the best equipment for guitarists to have and stuff like that. But in terms of, I see them as somebody that we just, have a musical rivalry with, that we beat for the Band of the Year championship, so.
At the end of the day, you can't choose your family, but if I look at it like a good rivalry for St. Martin, but really and truly taking things personal into a next level, like if anybody's on that level, then I just leave them in their own space, you know what I mean? And I go entertain the next person and know what rivalry and entertainment is about. Like this year, I over XP, to tell you the truth. I'm really interested in No Limit this year. There was a lot of speculations on why we had such a massive crowd, No Limit wasn't there or whatever. So my next target and my next journey is to actually be on the road with them and give them blows.